So the following week, the Indian man came. He said before he shares the paper, let him answer the questions. Question 1, he did almost how I did. Question 2, he said there are 2 ways to answer it. He did the way my colleagues said that's how they would do it. Question 2, the second part, he did exactly what I did. So question 1, I was having 16 over 20. Question 2, 20 over 20. So I had 36 over 20. Over 40. So how can I not pass 4 over 60? And that's how I passed my chemistry and completed my diploma in civil engineering successfully, without a carryover, without anything. Thank you once again for sharing my life testimony. I stopped last time on when I was with Uncle Wada, who took me to Tuba Furnitures in Nasarawa Street, Bauchi, to learn more on carpentry or to work as a carpenter. I was there for about a month or 2 when an athlete working with Bauchi State Government, Hasawa, we call it Hasawa Garma, came to visit my uncle. As he came, he met me. He knows me. In fact, he was related to my mother. So he now said, what are you doing here? I told him that actually I wanted to further my education, but I could not. So I was asked to come here, but still this is it. He now said, but you have an uncle, a distant relative. He's the secretary for Bauchi State Sport Council, a legal advisor, because he read law and he was a legal advisor and secretary Bauchi Sport Council. And that is where that Uncle Hasawa was working as an athlete. So he said, let's go and meet him. Go and greet him tomorrow. Let's just go. I said, he doesn't know me. How can he? It's long time he wouldn't know me, and he didn't stay in our village. His father too was a missionary somewhere, so he did not stay very well, though we are the same family, but extended family. I agreed to follow him to the stadium that day. On getting to the stadium, he took me to his office. And when it's now Justice Bitrus Sanga, saw me, he now say, what is that your name? Kanin Jamima, that is younger brother to Jamima. I say, yes, I am Joshua. He said, how is daddy? Where is your father now? I say, he's in Mangu, in Plateau State. How is he doing? He said, fine. What of you? You people don't want to go to school. He mentioned some of our village people that came to him that haven't gone to school, that don't want or have not gone to school or don't want to school. I say, me, I finished technical college. So what of your result? I say, it's good. Why are you not in school? I said, my father said he cannot further my education. So he sent me to learn more on carpentry so that I will open this. I'll go and bring your result tomorrow. Let me see. So the following day, when Asa was coming back for his athlete training, I followed him and showed him my result. On scene, he said, no. Why won't Wada send you to school? I said, he said he cannot. You know, say that he cannot sponsor me because the fees will be much and he can't afford it. So he now said, no. Then go and tell Uncle Wada, if he will not send you to school, carry your bag and come and meet me. You will stay with me, not him again. I went and told him. He said, okay, if he can help me, fine. So I picked my bag and came to his office in the stadium Bauchi now. I work at the fabulous stadium Bauchi. And when he closed from work, he took me straight to his house in Fadama Mada, introduced me to his wife, a Java woman, not even from my place, who welcomed me 100% and became like a mother to me. And that time, JAM was written twice, University JAM and Polytechnic JAM. University JAM was already written, so only Polytechnic JAM. He said, can you go to Polytechnic or you wait till next year? I said, no. It's better I wrote the Poly JAM. So I went and bought the form and wrote Poly JAM and got admitted to Kaduna Polytechnic to study civil engineering because that was my dream. And that was how I went to Kaduna 1992 January. The admission was December, so I went January for a diploma in civil engineering. And God helping me, I spent 2 years there, exactly 2 years for my diploma. There's something that happened that I saw God also. In your first year, you write a lot of physics, chemistry, and the rest. And I wasn't good in chemistry. So they warn us, they say, if you know you are not good in chemistry, you cannot pass it, maybe you change another course. And I say, God that brought me here, that late in my heart to study civil engineering will see me through. And that's how I sat down. And there was continuous assessment of 40%, exam 60%. So on the continuous assessment, it was an Indian man that was taking us the course. So they gave us a test. We 2 questions answer. Question 1 was, I know I can try it. Question 2 was absolutely no idea. So I wrote question 1 to the best of my ability. On question 2, 30 minutes to go, I was like, what do? I was like sweating. I just say, let me collect. I collected the data. I collected pressure, temperature, what I assembled the data. I now said, to calculate this over this. That's how I just prayed and was writing. I actually didn't knew what I was writing. And time off, they collected our papers. When they collected our papers, after the classes, as usual, people come, how did you solve this? How did you, especially those of us that are doing a little better. Question 1, I did this, yes. Question 2, I say, actually, I don't know. They told us how they did it. And I was like, wow, I don't think I will pass this paper. So the following week, the Indian man came, he said, before he shares the paper, let him answer the questions. Question 1, he did almost how I did. Question 2, he said there are 2 ways to answer it. He did the way my colleagues said that's how they would do it. Question 2, the second part, he did exactly what I did. So question 1, I was having 16 over 20. Question 2, 20 over 20. So I had 36 over 20. Over 40. So how can I not pass 4 over 60? And that's how I passed my chemistry and completed my diploma in civil engineering successfully, without a carryover, without anything. And in Cat Poly also, I was active in the Fellowship of Christian Students. In fact, I was secretary, Civil Chemical Engineering Department. We were having joint fellowship. Then, one day I was coming from Ekwa, Lemu Road, when suddenly one guy met me, introduced himself as a student, medical student in University of Jos, Dr. Ezekiel Ojimodu. I actually gave him a vision to start Ekwa Student Ministry. And he just came to meet students at Ekwa Church, Lemu Road. And he was a little late and they had scattered. Only me that was coming into the campus. So he had some posters for the conference for Ekwa students in seminary jets. And can I please help him share it? I collected it, share it. And as God will have it, I went to attended the conference. Only 2 of us from Kaduna Polytechnic attended it. And at that conference, they said they have commissioned us to go and start Ekwa Student Ministry in our various campuses all over the country. I was in my first year. How can I go and start? Or second year. It was April, my first year, coming to second semester. How will I start such a fellowship? And I was already active in SCS. But it has nothing to do with SCS. You can still combine the two. That's how I came to Kaduna Polytechnic and started selling the idea of Ekwa Student Ministry. And God used me to start the ministry. And it's still existing in the campus today. And it's still functioning well. But last year I went for their 20th anniversary or so, 25th anniversary. And I rejoiced with them. Despite that, we were doing very active in student activities, FCS, Ekwa Student Ministry. So that one of my friends, or some of my friends, I said, did I come to the campus to do mission work or ministry work, fellowship work, or did I come to study? I will not graduate, or that was their warning. I said, maybe I will graduate with a pass and accomplish God's purpose for my life and accomplish that, I will be okay. I was going around hostel by hostel, preaching, sharing tracts, advertising Ekwa Student Ministry, and also starting the ministry. And that's how the ministry started. It was also in my diploma that I understood there are 3 aspects of civil engineering: water resources, civil engineering, and that's structural engineering and highway engineering. And because I grew up in a village that you have to trek 2 kilometers to fetch water, it dawned on me that in my civil engineering, I should go for water resources so as to help communities, rural areas that lacks water. And that's how I developed my interest and finished my diploma. And when I was applying for my HND, instead of going back to Kaduna Polytechnic for my HND, I know there is National Water Resources Institute, Mangu, Kaduna, affiliated to ABU Zaria, where you can actually study civil engineering. And I applied and got admission for my higher national diploma there. While my mates were in Poly doing the HND, I was in National Water Resources Institute, Mangu, Kaduna. And sometimes I would leave there to go and attend their lectures because we were all like classmates when I'm free. And that's how I completed and also studied higher national diploma in National Water Resources Institute, Kaduna. 2 years I finished successfully. And I had a dream when we were waiting for our NYSC that I was posted to Anambra State. While people were saying, go and check where you are posted to. I told my auntie, because I was staying with Justice Bitrus Sanga then, that even if I go and check, let me just go with my bag, because I dreamed I was posted to Anambra State. And when I went and checked, I was posted to Anambra State. So I just called them and said, I told you now, I was posted to Anambra State. So I joined a bus in the night bus from Kaduna to Onitsha and to the camp. And that's how I went to serve my 1 year NYC in Anambra State. Thank you, and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome again. I told you about destiny helpers. God plants destiny helpers in the ways of people to take them to God's dream for their lives. The Ishmaelites that bought Joseph only provided him with transport to go to meet his destiny. The wife of Potiphar, who lied against Joseph to send him to prison, only sent Joseph to go and acquire higher education. Anybody who can manage prisoners, then you can manage any government. When God's time was up, prisoner 6 a.m., prime minister 12 noon, only God can do such things. See, Joshua was planning to be carpenter. Well, they are successful carpenters, but the labor, the hard work, the back-breaking work, God enriches his people while they are sleeping. It's not by power, it's not by might. Purely the favor of God. When the Holy Spirit settles upon you, things you never expected will happen in your life. Something outstanding in the story you just heard. Question 1, yes, I can deal with it. 16/20. Question 2, no idea what to do. Somehow, that is Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is real. What you don't know, he knows. What you cannot see, he can see. How is it? Question B, that he didn't know what to do, was the question he's called 20/20. Do you now know that there is God? God can help you too, if only you will give your life to Jesus. There is a video clip coming up. The title of it is The Challenge. Listen to that short clip, pray the prayer in it with me. Surrender your life to Jesus. That is when life begins. Miracles, signs, wonders, diverse interventions of God in your life, that is what you will experience. But please do not forget to subscribe to this our channel Subscribe. And then forward these clips to your friends. They need to experience what God is doing in the lives of people. You are a candidate. God will help you. Thank you for tuning in again today. God bless you.